Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jacque, and as always, asanteni sana for subscribing, liking, sharing my and that's where you put a stop to that video.
my videos.
My videos.
They were ambush, but okay. So I'll just sing this song. My song in it, my chorus. It was like this. Sorry, tena tuanze kurecord.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jacque, and I want to say thank you so much guys. Asanteni for subscribing, liking, sharing my content. Asanteni sana. Yani I cannot express my gratitude. Mbarikiwe sana. And if you have not subscribed, by then I don't even know what you're waiting for. Me hata sijui what is wrong with you. Just hit that subscription button and just support a girl out here. Asanteni. So today in this segment of Candid Conversations with Jacque, I have someone that I truly adore. By the way, she thinks that I'm joking. I got to know about this lady, this beautiful woman of God, even before I met her. I remember we were watching TV and we saw them leading worship, and when she took the mic, guys, the atmosphere changed. We could feel it from the room we were in, and that time I was not even in Kenya. That time I was still in Dubai, but I totally felt the presence of God come down in that room, and I said, you know what, God, one day I would want to meet this girl. I would want to meet her. Hata kama tu nimsalimie tu hivi handshake, I'll be fine. I'll be okay. I'll be sour. And because God is a promise keeper, I met her finally, and we clicked like this, and I love her. She's truly gifted, truly. Yani isi ya kujifanya. Yani msichana anaimba, msichana anasifu Yesu. She's an amazing worship leader. And today I want her in this segment because I want us to dive deeper into her musical journey. And I want her to be an encouragement to some of you who are maybe in the same journey, but you're somehow stuck and you're doubting your gift and you do not know how to go about it. She's just here to encourage you and to speak to you about her journey. And without further ado, I'm giving to you guys Jacque Gashiri. Karibu sana to Candid Conversations with Jacque.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I always tell you that you're incredibly gifted, and you always think I'm joking. You see, she's already laughing, and I check her because she thinks it's a joke. It's not a joke.
Oh my God!
I keep telling her her gift is not even here. Loco, yani I feel like we misuse her gift here. She's supposed to be hard.
Mass.
Yani every part, yani ukiuko Korea unajua there is a Jacque Gashiri. That's how much she's gifted. And by the way, even without preempting, please just give us something. Imba tu kidogo, just to tufungulie tu isho. Let us feel
on the spot.
Bring us closer to his throne.
Wow. Oh my God, Akikweko on the spot. First of all, thank you so much for, that big introduction and always, trusting me with I don't know, just loving me too, Hivo, and always supporting me, being there for me. Yani asante sana. Now, wait, Kweko on the spot. I'll just sing about the love of Christ, which I know in these difficult seasons, we all need that love. So love lifted me. Love lifted me when nothing else could help. It was your love that lifted me.
I told you. Let me tell you, if that is not a gift, tafadhali nileteni another gift, because this one is truly gifted. And I don't say that because you're my friend. I say it because I got to know about it, or I got to know about you even before meeting you. I even loved your gift. I connected. By the way, you guys, you know how you connect with someone even before you meet them? You feel that you're connected to this person. And that's when I got to know that. And when I met you, this girl, let me tell you guys, you talk about hearts. This one has a heart of gold. She's such a loving, kind,
Please, gas me up.
person that you'll ever meet, by the way. She's that and much more. And so today I want us to talk about your gift. Because I believe there's so many people who are gifted out there.
True.
So many. By the way, Kenya has a lot of talents and gifts, and they're just not used. So tell us just a bit about yourself. Just give us a brief introduction. Who is this beautiful woman seated right next to me?
All right. Wow. So hi guys, my name is Jacque Gashiri. First of all, I am a born again Christian. I love God so much. Number 2, I am a daughter to one Samuel, Munyi, and Hannah Muthoni. And then number 3, I am a married woman to one Mr. Gashiri. And then number 4, I am Mama Sifa, Mama Kena, and Mama Kenya. So that is what defines me. And then number 5, I am a worship minister. Yes.
Wow, amazing. I want you to introduce yourself first because they can see she's a mom, by the way. Don't be
Mama,
It doesn't mean because now you're a mother of 3 now. Look how fine she is. That be grace your God.
Like you could, 100%.
Yeah. So have you always been this gifted or where did this musical journey begin? How did it begin? Why did you always know that by the way I can sing?
Actually, my mom is a musician, so a recording artist, and then my dad is a choir master. So doing so as we grew up in church, yani kutoka nizaliwe tu hivi, I think nilizaliwa the next week nilikuwa kanisani. So as we are yani hivyo Christians in and out yani kabisa, so we were brought up in church. Sunday school we could sing, lead 1 or 2 songs, and then we are those pastors' kids who you have to say poems and songs up in your church. So I think with that we were just nurtured into music, and I think we were not even feeling like it's a special thing. We'll just sing. Mama akichukua guitar nini, we just start singing, all of us. We aneka harmony here, harmony there, and nini. Okay. So that was it until I finished high school, and then I joined Calvary Covenant Center, which is a church in Koma. Shout out to Kina Deb. Deb is my trainer. That woman, nakucheki, shout out to you. She can take that gift and nurture it, mold it to something that una feel it's a monster of a thing. You didn't know it was inside you, but when she sees that thing and ananza kuimold, that is when una feel sure. Wow. So I think that is my journey yani kwa ufupi, kwa kifupi.
So you started singing when you were a little girl?
Yes.
Wow.
Ile tu ya kuimba hivi, but I didn't think anything of it. So mine is when I say I was trained to sing, it doesn't mean that I was not singing before that. But you have that thing that you don't really know it can transform to this. So I was singing, but when I decided to be serious about music and stuff, that is when now it transformed into being this love, this monster that I didn't know I had inside.
Wow. So has it been how has that journey been? Did you ever at any point ever doubt your gift, like am I really gifted? Am I forcing issues? Because what I realize is that most people who have been called usually they fight with self-doubt. And today by the way when I was coming, I saw somewhere written, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Because the moment you doubt yourself, you don't do it. You stop there. You don't do it. You're like, by the way I can't serve. You move. Because you already judged yourself. So have you ever doubted your gift? Because for me you're really, really gifted, but have you ever felt like I think I'm not even good enough?
Countless number of times. Because before you realize and know yourself, there's always that voice that speaks to you, that you know there's someone better than you, and that is actually a fact. There's someone who will always be better than you.
Right.
So if that thing, that monster and that fear keeps on, you know, repeating and replaying in your mind at you're not good enough or nini, or you will be utakuwa unajishuku all the time. So that has happened to me a couple of times. So the one that, you know, yani ili kabisa, yani that one I can remember, it's so memorable. We went to South Africa in 2019. Right. Let me tell you, let me even change my position. Let me tell Mommy, people can see.
Yeah.
Yo. So we were with a team from South Africa, a team from Ghana, a team from Zimbabwe.
Okay.
I'm telling you, people can see so effortlessly.
Yeah.
Yani we are just in a van, tuna ride too, and then unasikia tu mtu ameanzisha kawimbo pale nyuma, and then everyone picks it up, beautiful harmonies nini. So all of us from Kenya, we were like, wait a minute, what have we been doing? What have we been doing? We are such a joke. Yani mtu mwenye hajatembea nadhani ugali wa mama yake ndio imeshika.
Tembea mama.
Yo. For 1 week we were all depressed. Tulikuwa zile za hivi. But you know what? All of us are different.
Yeah.
And our difference is what makes us beautiful.
Amazing.
Because at the end of the day, we got to do things that we even did not know that we could do.
Yes.
We were challenged and we took it as a learning lesson.
Yeah.
And trust me, the way we went to South Africa is not the same way we came back.
Yeah.
Because we learned, and you know, that fact of appreciating, yes, we are not them, but also they are not us.
Yes.
Because we have our own strengths.
Yes.
And Pia Mimi, I took that as a lesson for myself. And then number 2 is doubting my anointing and my calling.
Yes.
That God, am I only just singing? God, I need you. Sometimes you pray when you're going to minister, you pray, God, I want to experience you and to feel you. I want you to minister through me.
Yes.
You know, when people see me, they let them see you.
Yeah.
And then you sing, and then you're like, did it really happen? I'm a God ukweli Nicole. That happens. It happens sometimes. But Nina Sema, you know what? I'll still do it because it's not my calling. It's God's job. Mimi ni kuimba. I'm just a vessel. So I sing, and then God does His work. So I will not do his work for. I'll not do His work for Him. Yeah. I will just sing and let Him do whatever
He has
what is yes kabisa.
That's amazing. There's something that you said, and you say there's always someone who will always be better than you. Yeah. And so therefore, do you think comparison is what actually makes us not even step into the purpose that God has called us to? Because, for example, I love Tasha Cobbs, but I cannot sing like Tasha Cobbs. Whether I practice, because Tasha Cobbs is Tasha Cobbs. I am Shele as a musician, but our gifting is very different.
True.
But sometimes we compare unknowingly. Sometimes you're like if I'm not hitting notes like Tasha Cobbs, so you struggle with your voice in the bathroom. You're killing yourself trying to hit notes
and the neighbors.
That you cannot
killing neighbors.
You're killing neighbors. You're waking up children. People are mad at you because you're trying to work so hard to be someone that you're not, and God has not called you to be that, and He has not called you even into perfection. He just says come. So do you think comparison sometimes makes us not step into the purpose?
It is one of the biggest killers for ministers and creatives generally, because once I start stop focusing on myself, now I start focusing on you.
Yes.
My gift will die. Yani it will die kabisa.
Yes.
When I stop now focusing on me and building myself, and then I start seeing who is doing what and how better are they than me.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I'm looking for what I don't have.
Yes.
It will it will kill me. Itanimaliza kabisa.
Yes.
So you know what? It is building. If I'm not learning anything, by day I just leave it. If I look at someone na ndani yangu ni feel I'm not looking for a lesson in you. I'm looking to see what I don't have that you have. Yani iyo ndio I avoid kabisa. Because I get those moments are mazi. Those runs. Yani why wasn't I blessed with those runs? Those notes. What?
Oh, yeah.
And if najua kabisa Jackie, you need to practice. if I get that from you,
Yeah.
then it's okay.
Yeah.
Because that is a positive thing I'm getting from you. But if it's envy and comparison and nini, please osha mikono and say. And then you know what? There are some people that Tasha won't reach that God wants to reach through you. So from where I am, this is what I tell people. For where you are right now, start from there. Usingoje ati now you big that big person, now you start recording music, you start ministering. No, from where you are, start, and then una learn, unaongeza into your skill, una learn, unaongeza into your skill,
and just be authentic. Be authentic. Because I think what we're doing is we're trying to copy each other, trying to compete with each other, trying to, I want to sing like, her vocals and mine, let me tell you truthfully, we cannot be compared. But that's her. And that's her gift, and it is well. The best thing I can do is try to learn, but not try to be her. So just be authentic. Do not try to force yourself to be something that you're not, to please people or to be hey, umemsikia, the queen is here, her vocals. No, just do what you've been called to do with, because God sees the heart. He sees the intention. And he will perfect that which concerns you. So I'm so glad that she mentioned that, because I feel like most of us, that's why we don't even pursue, because you want to be like, if I can't sing like Jackie, watch your worship be kind. Watch it and then God will not use. God is like, where is the gift that I gave you? God, you only gave me one, and I hid it kwa mchanga huko. And God is not even interested with that. Run. No, He's interested with your heart. With your heart. Are you open to? Are you hungry for the move of God? Are you hungry for Him to come down? Are you hungry for an encounter with Him, so that now you can release that to people? Are you hungry to have, to open the floodgates? That's God's. Hivyo tu wanataka ataki mambo ya wafanya run if you're gifted, well and good, but the intention of your heart is what God sees. So thank you for that. So you mentioned that you're a mom. Yes. Of 3 guys. Of 3. This guy, she's not joking. She's obeying the word. Be fruitful, go ye and multiply. So how do you juggle that? Because for me, I find it challenging. Yet I have only one child, but she has 3. But she's always there for practice, leading worship. She's this woman who is just everywhere, like akosawa. Now she's doing it with a lot of grace. So how do you juggle motherhood and ministry? How do you create that balance? Make sure that you're still wife to Gashiri, you're still mom to your children, and you're still pursuing your call. How do you do that?
Hey, first of all, it's not easy. Let no one lie to you. It's not easy. Yani the struggle is real. I'm telling you. Because first of all, with Sifa it was a bit easy because it's one kid. So kama mnabebana unamshika tu, let's go, and then you tell someone, please hold her for me, you sing, and then you come back, you sit with her. It was a bit easy with Sifa. So number 2 and 3 came all of a sudden. Gafla bin vu. Hey, the 3 came. The twins happened. So I took like a whole year without ministering anywhere, without singing anywhere. And because it is my passion, yani I enjoy. Yani whether I get paid or not, I promise you, when I'm holding the mic, that is when I'm the happiest. Like I feel, I'm right in the middle of my purpose. Yani I feel so good. So that 1 year, I'm not ministering anywhere, I'm not singing anywhere. And I was like, man, there's just this void that I'm feeling. Nasijui nijaze aje. I really don't know how to I don't know what to do. And I was feeling this sadness and meaning. And so I decided, I think after my kids reach a certain age, I want to go back to ministry. And the love for music is what pushes me. It is what makes me feel, a satisfaction planning. So I'm satisfied here, and then when I come to my kids, let me shout out to my DM. My DM is so nice. Yani she sits with the kids and mini. So namaliza quickly find DM. I think it's direct messenger. My domestic manager. I don't like to call her anything else. My girl at home. She sits with my babies, takes care of them, and nini. So I feel so comfortable
Yeah.
when I leave them with her.
Okay.
And so when I go on stage, najiachilia, and yani nakujanga home at smile from here to here. So so that is why I feel I'm not sure if I'm balancing it, or I've found the balance, but I enjoy both sides.
Okay.
And it's good that I can minister and also come back home, nifunge kitambaa, nitoe makeup, and then be a mom.
What I know about purpose is that you need to be with the right partner. So has your husband been always supportive? Because some people lose their direction because of the people that they choose to be in their life. Because if they are not pushing you towards your purpose, then they do not even need to be in your life in the first place. So has your husband been supportive in your journey?
101%. Since day one, since we got married. Because when we got married, he did not have like an 8 to 5 job.
Yeah.
So he used to book my whatever, my calendar, take me to events, record, come, we chambua how the session was.
Yeah.
We say this is what we need to change, this is what we need to add, and nini. And then he encourages me. Nakwambia that guy. Gashiri is one. Trust me, Gashiri is one of the biggest support, even with my kids.
Yeah.
With my kids, I can feel it's easy to leave them and to leave them in the house and go for ministry because he supports me. There are those husbands who say, unachia watoto nani?
Yeah.
Hapana, staki watoto wangu hawawezi achwa.
Yeah.
But because he understands my calling and he understands the love that I have for music, he supports me 100%. Are they 100%? Are the kids okay? Yes, they're okay. Okay, now please go minister well. How was ministry? How was your day? How was nini? Yani that 100% support. Nakupenda. Babe, mahali popote ambapo uko naweza tuma salamu. Mahali popote ambapo uko. Mazi, I want to say thank you. I know I don't say this enough, but thank you for the support. Thank you for always being there for me and pushing me to be my best, telling me ebu enda release those songs, write songs, do what. Thank you, babe.
Shout out to Mr. Gashiri. So this is just to say who you choose to be in your life. And that's why I keep having that hashtag, purpose over preference. You'd want this person, but are they in line with your purpose? Think about it. Even the person that you're with right now, just sit down and ask yourself, are they in line with your purpose? Are they pushing you to become what God has called you to be? If not, think twice. Right. So, Jacque, I know it has not been easy. It's not been easy. So what I want you to highlight for us, this one thing that broke you and you said, you know what? Me and music, handle. I'm not pursuing this anymore.
Yes.
And it's done. And you felt like I cannot get out of this. And I cannot get out of it. And that's it for me. So what was that?
I think it was not so deep, but I think in 2020 I got to that place where I was like, you know what? I think church si lazima. Church see like I'm not seeing the use for it. Like, why should I go to church? In 2020 I nilikuwa kwa hiyo place because the pregnancy was extremely difficult. Now I lost everything. The energy to go to church, the love for ministry nini, I was like dry kabisa. Ni hiyo point yenye unafika unasema I'm not sure why, but I just don't feel like going to church. I don't feel like seeing anyone. I don't feel like singing. I don't kabisa. You know what? It took a friend of mine called Mariam. Akaniambia, Jackie, why aren't you ministering anywhere? I can't see you. I'm not telling you to come to my church, but I can't see you. Where are you? And I was like, yeah, nitakuja, nitaanza tu minister. And then I'm lenga. Again, anachukua simu, Jackie, no. I won't let you sit down. And I think she was just feeling, this girl, if we lose her in this season, yani kabisa tumemlose. So I appreciate her so much because I was in that season ya feel me, I keep kabisa church. Me, I'm not sure. And then you get those bad experiences with church folks. And they're like, if church folks are not here for me right now, man, this is fake. But the friendships are fake. And then we forget why you're not going to church for that. Yeah. That is not what God called you for. Yeah. Because church is full of sick people.
Yeah.
And when we expect too much from church folks, that is when disappointment inakuja na kufanya ile kitu. And yani you're done. You're done kabisa kabisa.
Yeah.
So that is when, you know, after she called and she called and called and called again, and I said, okay, let me come to church. I'll sing huko kwa background kabisa, hata kama mko na backstage hapo nirusheni hapo. And since then nika regenerate, nika snap back.
Right. So what has been your best? What has that moment that you felt, you know what, God, this is my best moment. This one I'll keep. I'll write it down. I will never forget this day in your musical journey. Which was your best day?
Wow.
Best moment.
Wow, best moment. Hey, let me think. Let me choose one of those moments. So I think number one that it was the most memorable. I think it was Travis Green event when he came to Kenya.
Yeah.
That moment was so, I don't know, it was like a dream. Mpaka tukio kwa stage, it was like, no, this cannot be happening. Because you're saying a girl from Kayole singing with
Travis Green.
With Travis Green.
You guys, you know Travis Green, right?
Singing with him. And then he came with only one PGV. And I'm telling you, that guy trained us. Yani, that lesson, it was like a 2-hour session with him, practice session with him, and I cannot forget it. It transformed my life. Like me participating, it transformed my singing, my, I don't know, harmony, my meaning. Yani, it transformed. And then now performing on stage, tulikuwa tunaangaliana hivi na Jacque tunasema, wait a minute. Is this happened? Is this yani for yes, it is a dream come true. That was so real. And then number 2. Hey. Number 2. It was, of course, my concert. Because I was like, man, I've done this. Yani, it is happening. I've done my own event. I was so pregnant. Najua boli ilikuwa huko. I was mtu anaweza sema extremely pregnant.
So pregnant.
I was so pregnant. Nilikuwa huko, yani kiboli kilikuwa, and I was so happy. Amazing. I was extremely happy. So those two are like one of my best, my best experiences, as, you know, in my ministry.
Right. Amazing. You guys, your gift can open doors for you, and I always say that your gift will bring you before great men. Meeting Travis Green is not easy unless you're gifted in that area. There's no other way you're going to meet him, and that's why I say the gift will take you to places where other things cannot take you. Other money will not take you, because you can have a lot of money, but you still cannot meet him. You can only meet in the same area of specialization. So if it's music, it's music. All right. So what's your advice to this young gifted viewer of mine that is looking at me right now? Very gifted, doubting their call. Maybe they're thinking, Aki recording now, Aki I want to record my music, but Aki kapesa kamekata. And they're thinking of quitting this. And they're like, okay, maybe I was not called. Did I hear you, God? Did I hear your voice? Was this you who called me? What would you tell them? How can you encourage this person who is very gifted, even if it's not in music, whichever area? How can you encourage them?
I'd say, first of all, congratulations for noticing and knowing that you have that gift. And number 2, where you are. Start where you are. Do not expect anything from anyone. Start where you are. Minister where you are. You know, do not wait for, I don't know who to do what. No, your place in your, that is where God wants you to start. And please start with that one talent. Start. Do not hide it anywhere. As long as you have the support of God. God says, abide in me and I will abide in you. When you abide in him, minister tafadhali. The only thing we need in this ministry is the Holy Spirit. Minister. And then number 2, I know probably most of you want to go record and you don't have the money. It comes. Money comes. And tafuta, please, tafuta support from anyone. Your family, your nini. Now that is physical. Tafuta, mambie, I want to go to studio. Gather help from here and here and here and here. Go record. because the only way watu huko mbalimbali wanaweza sikia your gift is if you record, release the music, and you don't have to go to like such an expensive studio. Anza tu kwa hizo studios zenye unajua hizo ndogo ndogo, record, release music. Yani if you release things, kuna watu tu watakuwa wanakusikia. And most of all, yani encourage yourself, trust it, have confidence in yourself, and most of all, pray, now trust God.
Wow, amazing. There's someone who told me, in fact, the one who does my makeup, she told me this, and I'll never forget. She keeps saying, His will, His bill. Right? If this is what you've called me for, God, then provide. Provide. Because how else am I going to do this if you don't provide? So as long as your gift is in line with God's will for you, then He will provide. How things are going to happen, you will send people, you will send divine helpers your way that will come and tell you, know what, you want to record that song? Just go to the studio. I'll have some 6,000 shillings here. Chukwenduka record. His will, His bill. First, align with Him, because He will not bless something that is not in His will. By then He will not. Kama unataka kuimba ndio ujulikane tu, uta struggle, you will struggle. But if you're singing for Him to get the glory, His will, always His bill. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for coming. By the way, guys, tell us, where do you worship at? Where can we find
you? Empowerment Christian Church, Ikotao. Please tafuta, kuja. My music, Jacque Gashiri on YouTube, Jacque Gashiri Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok.
By the way, subscribe to her channel, because her music is healing. Her music, she's a gifted worship leader. This one is a gifted, I cannot even lie to you guys, she's gifted. So go subscribe to her YouTube channel, like her content, encourage her. The moment you see that new subscriber, you feel nice. You feel nice. It feels so good. And even when I see that subscribe button, I feel so good. So guys, please subscribe as well here, as you subscribe to hers, and let's just support each other. And because I believe no man is an island, we need each other to grow. So as we grow in this channel, so you guys, you're growing, because we're sharing with you guys our lives, our experiences. So until next time, this has been Candid Conversations with Shele. It's adios for now.
We can try. Let's try.
Okay. So, Miss Animbe harmony.
Unaweza imba harmony. You can see. Okay. Let's try to 1, 2, 3. Shape me, shape me, shape me as I am. Shape me, shape me, shape me as I am.
Sasa hapo tutaje?
Hivyo tu venye hata umesema bado iko perfect.